Hello guys, welcome to a brand new video where I review things that I've bought due to social media influence and my thoughts on them. The first video on the series was one on skincare products. If you haven't watched that, I'm gonna link it here on the screen. On today's video, I'm gonna be reviewing DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So I'm gonna be concentrating on three things: quality, storage, and the battery life. And stick around to the end of the video to get my thoughts on it and if it's something you should invest on. After hearing numerous things about it and watching videos on it and back-to-back tutorials on it and doing my own research, I thought, why not? Let me give it a try. I got the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Create a combo. With that you get the camera, of course, DJI Mic 2 with a magnet, extra battery, well, it's a handle which also acts as a battery, a tripod, a bag, and a protector case. So let's get right into the three aspects. Number one is the quality. With the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 you can shoot in both landscape and portrait mode. If you're shooting in landscape mode, resolution is up to 4K 30 frames per second. If you're shooting in portrait mode, it's up to 3K 30 frames per second, and that is both if you're taking photos or taking videos. The shooting modes, so you have the normal setting, you have the D-Log, and you have the HLG 10 bits. What does shooting in D-Log mean? It simply means recording with a flat, low contrast color profile that captures a much wider dynamic range and saves more details in like bright highlights and dark shadows. And what does it mean to shoot in HLG 10-bit? Initials HLG stand for is hybrid log gamma, and this is for a wide color range and brightness, capturing over I don't know how many color shades. What this does, it provides you a higher dynamic range for, TVs or screens that support it, while keeping the standard normal colors on standard screens. I'm no expert, so I'm not gonna go into any further details of what that entails, but I'm learning, I'm finding out things on my own, and who knows, maybe in the future we go into a deep dive into all the settings and the in and outs of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 or other camera devices I will have accumulated at that time. So stick around for that. Shooting in normal mode, that simply means shooting in like exactly what you see with your eyes. That's how I would probably explain that. But that's not to mean you cannot change the settings here and there, like the exposure and the white balance, or just shoot it as it is. So play around with the settings until you get, what you prefer. Let's go to the second aspect of today's video, and that is to do with the storage. I currently use 512 gigabyte SanDisk. That's the brand. The first time I ever got this camera, I bought SD card 128 gigabytes, and that just didn't work. So I researched on what's the best option, and I landed on the 512 gigabyte SD card. For me, what I do personally is if I vlog, because I don't have any external storage. If I've vlogged, if I've made my videos and my photos, and I've gone in and edited that vlog or that photo, the final edit is the only thing that I keep in my SD card, and the rest of the files I delete. So let's go to the last aspect of this video in relation to DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is the battery life. The battery life is super good. When I'm transferring my files onto my laptop, which is where I do my editing, through a USB-C cable, the camera, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera, gets charged simultaneously. After every edit, I have a fully charged camera. Even if I'm transferring my files in a different way, I feel that the battery life is good. And you do get like an extra handle. This is it. And this is like an extra battery, which you can also recharge. So when you mount this on your DJI, it gets charged. It's a power bank. I don't know why, but I feel like this gets drained so quickly. So my overall thoughts on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 so far. I've had this camera for, I want to say 2-3 months. It's a good investment. I get amazed every time I'm looking at the footage or the pictures, and I'm like, unbelievable. If you're intending to vlog in public, it's not a big device in your hand. You're not gonna get muscle pain because it's not that heavy. And you can take it with you in your bag, in your handbag, in your backpack. I don't remember how much I got it for, but if I do find the amount I paid for it, I'm gonna put it down here because I am in Holland, the Netherlands. I'm gonna also put a link, hopefully, in the description box where you can get your hands on this camera, and you can check it out and see if it's something for yourself. And again, do your research. My thoughts on it so far, it's good. It's good. Sorry, I do that reference quite a lot. If you don't get that reference, I'm sorry. And if you do, hello, full cell. Hello. If you watched it this far, thank you for watching. And I hope this kind of gives you an idea if it's, of what to look out for, and maybe give it a try. Tell me in the comments if you also own a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and how that's going for you so far. I'd love to hear about it.